Hi, it's Rick Eats Delis across America. Today we are in Ann Arbor, Michigan at Zingerman's Deli. Zingerman's started out as a small operation here in Ann Arbor, and it grew into a culinary juggernaut with products and foodstuffs available by mail order or come right here to the source. Let's go into Zingerman's and see if it cuts the mustard. You walk into Zingerman's and it's really more of a food emporium or a gourmet food shop than a traditional Jewish deli. You've got the cheeses and the meats and the bakery, and then as you walk around you'll see the rows and rows of condiments and olive oils and pastas and cookies, many branded by the Zingerman's label. There's no table service at Zingerman's, so either order by phone or order from one of the video kiosks. Then find yourself a place to sit, either indoors or on a nice day, sit outside among the buildings that Zingerman's owns, including this tented area outside with lots of picnic tables. And here's the order. We've got a half corned beef, half pastrami sandwich, matzo ball soup, rye bread, latke, chopped liver, and coleslaw. All right, let's dig in. Let's try the matzo ball soup first. See it here. It's a little disappointing right off the bat. The matzo ball is decent. It's okay. The broth is very weak. Just kind of wan, W-A-N. Not a lot going on there. I'm not getting a lot of vegetables. I'm not getting hardly any chicken flavor, and not enough salt. So, bummer on the chicken soup. Let's move on to the latkes. You get one big old latke potato pancake. Seems like it's kind of nice and shredded inside. That's how I like it. A little bit. You can have a little bit of chopped, but I like the fronds and how they get crispy. This feels like it was just made too. You can see the onion in there. You can see the, you can tell what the binder is, eggs and matzo meal traditionally. But let's give it a shot. It feels crispy on the outside certainly. And it's got a very, not a traditional applesauce. It's kind of a chunky applesauce here. A little harder to get onto your latke. Big hit of cinnamon there on the apple. The latke is good. Latke has some good crunch, good onion flavor on the latke. Again, I wish it were a little more spindly and a little less rounded and hockey puckish. A little smaller, you'd be able to get some of the fronds on the outside. But again, I'm being a little picky there. Let's check out the chopped liver here. This chopped liver looks good. Got the right consistency, that balance between chopped enough and chopped too much into a puree. It's got a little texture. You can see onions, I think some eggs in there, and the rye bread. Let's check out their rye bread too, which has a good heft to it. I feel that. Get that into the, it's creamy. It's cool. I think this has been refrigerated a little bit. But this is an excellent version of chopped liver. And that rye bread. Rye bread has really good crunch to it. And interior softness. Again, that yin and yang is pretty well balanced. And this rye bread, wow. That crust kind of shatters, but holds up excellent. The aptly named Rick's favorite sandwich. It's half pastrami, half corned beef. You can see it there. It's not that big a sandwich. Doesn't feel like they really overstuffed this, but that could be okay. And it's got that great rye bread. You can see it's got hopefully just enough with some yellow mustard. I ordered the larger size. I have a feeling like I got the smaller size. I have a feeling that this is not the big one that I ordered. It's enough to give me a sense. That rye bread is just excellent. Pastrami, It's okay. It's a little tough. Here's the corned beef. It's good. My Midwest sort of standard operating procedure is, my favorite is pastrami, but I feel like they do corned beef better here in the Midwest than their pastrami. Well, again, you can put almost anything on that rye bread, and I would like it. It's really substantial rye bread with that great crust. Just eats really well. Doesn't fall apart for sure. This is the pastrami. Not a huge amount of hit of pepper or anything. I give it a okay passing grade on the pastrami. Corned beef is slightly better. And again, it's rye bread. I don't care. Put whatever you want on it, it's going to be great. Here's their new pickles. This is, you had your choice with the sandwich. You wanted a new pickle or a more dill pickle. Good new pickle. Not as good as what was one Katzinger's in Columbus so far. Had my favorite half bills, half sour. This is good, a little less fresh tasting than that one. Now let's try the coleslaw. Here's the coleslaw. Looks really good. Looks very, like a lot of stuff in there. Purple cabbage, regular cabbage, carrots. Can't tell how sweet the dressing is till we try it. I like the shred. It's a finely shredded. Makes it easier to eat. It's a little under dressed for me. Very light. Would be good on a sandwich. It's not too sweet. You know what, I'm looking around here. I think my sandwich was definitely on the small side compared to some of the other sandwiches I'm seeing people eat. So don't let that affect you. Looks like the sandwiches in general are bigger, but most of them I see are with like sauerkraut, coleslaw, so it's a little bit hard to tell how much meat there is on some of these. Just for comparison purposes, I did get a shot of the Cuban sandwich as it was coming out of the kitchen, and here is the turkey Reuben, so you can see the size of the sandwiches compared to mine. So there you have it, there's Zingerman's. Let's summarize. I would say the overall vibe is an A+. It's a amazing compound of different foodstuffs and areas to get different kinds of foods and prepared foods and deli counter food and restaurant food and coffee and gelato. So it's very, very impressive, and the people there are so nice and so helpful and so numerous. There's a lot of staff who seem devoted to working here. As far as the food goes, the rye bread is an A, if not an A+. Excellent rye bread. I would say that the chopped liver is right there. The potato pancake was good and freshly made, unlike a lot of places I've been to recently. The sandwiches, I think I got an oddball, maybe small version. As I looked around, there were some bigger sandwiches that people were eating. But as far as the quality of the corned beef and pastrami, it was just fine. So even if you added more, I don't think it would put it into the league of the top pastrami or corned beef in the country. But if you want to come for a big sandwich, a Reuben or a turkey with coleslaw and Swiss cheese, that kind of sandwich, you'll do really well here. Overall, I would give Zingerman's a 8.1 out of 10. On the geometer scale, it's about a 7.3. It's not really, doesn't really feel like Jewish. It feels more sort of natural, culinary, organic. It's broader than just Jewish.